Hello there, my name is Jason Jensai. In this video, I will explain what I think it means to bring balance to the Force. We know what balance looks like. Anakin, the Chosen One, brought balance to the Force in Episode 6, and Rey brought balance to the Force in The Rise of Skywalker. In both cases, the Force is balanced by the Sith apprentice rejecting the dark side and the Sith Master dying. But balance would imply a balance of both the light side and the dark, not simply a triumph of the light. So is the Force balanced by equal light and equal dark, or is it something else? I believe the Force is balanced when the dark side has no power. During the time of the Empire, the galaxy was ruled by a Sith. During the time of the Clone Wars, the galaxy was controlled by a Sith. And during the time of the First Order, the Sith had more power than the Jedi. During all of these times, the Force was way out of balance, and the Chosen One, or Rey, are needed to bring the Force back into balance. But what is the dark side, and what is the light side? What do they mean, and what is the difference between them? What are the pros and cons of each? The dark side of the Force is not a noun, it's an adjective. The Sith don't use the dark side of the Force like an object or like a power. It's a mentality they have. If you are using the dark side, it means that you are selfish and passionate. Dark side users have hate, anger, fear, greed, pride, excitement, ambition, creativity, and love. Those who use the light side are selfless and calm. Light side users have compassion, forgiveness, stoicism, satisfaction, humility, purpose, simplicity, knowledge, and logic. A dark side user does everything for themselves and the people they care about, while light side users do everything for the greater good. The perfect Jedi has no attachments, no possessions, and no emotions. Every decision they make is unclouded by selfish or emotional desires. They are fearless. Unfortunately, the perfect Jedi does not exist and never will. It is impossible for any character to be completely selfless and emotionless. The ideal Jedi is an idea for the Jedi to strive towards, not a reality. To be a Jedi, you must be completely selfless. You must have no attachments. You must love everyone, hold no grudges, have no fear, have satisfaction, never boast, act with a purpose, live simply, love knowledge, and act out of logic rather than emotion. People like Mithran Naruto, Thanos, and Yoda would all make great Jedi. They control their emotions and are not selfish. Thanos demonstrates his Jedi-like mentality to get the Soul Stone. He would kill the only person he ever had an attachment to, Gamora, for what he perceived to be the greater good. Although Thrawn is not selfless, forgiving, compassionate, or stoic, he is the perfect example of most of the other traits. Jedi can seem cruel and cold because they show no emotion. Jedi know that emotion only clouds their mind and keeps them from thinking clearly. A true Jedi's goal is to improve the lives of the most amount of people possible, as much as possible. But the Jedi of the prequel era had lost their way. If someone is going to be satisfied, purposeful, and compassionate, it cannot be stripped from their family as a baby. They must choose the life of the Jedi. I understand that they develop attachments if they grow up normally, but if they grow up in the temple, they will have no empathy and therefore no compassion. In addition, if someone becomes a Jedi by choice, they will have much more satisfaction, purpose, and commitment than if they had the choice made for them. If a Jedi truly learns that with great power comes great responsibility, then they will be less likely to give in to the dark side. Another problem with the Jedi of the prequel era is that they made choices based on the will of the Senate rather than the will of the Force. Jedi have the ability to feel the will of the Force, but during the Clone Wars, the Jedi obeyed the will of the Republic, the will of a Sith Lord, rather than the will of the Force. The last mistake of the prequel-era Jedi is their role in the Clone Wars. The Jedi are peacekeepers. Rather than fight against the Separatists, they should have protected the people caught in between the war. The perfect light side user will sacrifice everything for the greater good. The Sith are the opposite of the Jedi. The Sith are selfish and power-hungry. They are fueled by their passion. Many Sith are motivated by the desire for power, protection, or revenge. There is no ideal Sith because the Sith are more chaotic than the Jedi. For some Sith, like Sidious, the ideal is ruling the entire galaxy, but for some like Vader, it is living forever and keeping the people they love alive with them. Although for some Sith, like Maul, it is simply the destruction of their enemies. However, all you really need to become a Sith is a selfish desire and a passion to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. According to the Sith, peace does not exist. Everyone is like them. Everyone is just out for themselves, fighting for control, power, and revenge. Through passion and determination, the Sith relentlessly seek their goals. The relentlessness gives them strength. Through this strength, they gain power and victory. With their power, they are free. the Force will free them. In reality, the Sith are never free. When they achieve their goals, the Sith are not satisfied. They are greedy, selfish, and ambitious, so they always want more. The more they achieve, the more they desire. The more they desire, the more they sacrifice to achieve their goals. This is why the Sith are willing to kill, torture, and control anybody who stands in their way. The way of a Sith usually starts with fear of loss, failure, or death. Even when they have incredible power, no living enemies, or control of an empire, the Sith are still afraid of something. Sith usually become very powerful and very successful, but they are always afraid and never satisfied, no matter what they achieve. Is the dark side stronger? No, it is not, but it seems more powerful. It's easier and more seductive. There are countless examples of Jedi giving into their emotions and suddenly becoming much stronger. Luke, Anakin, Rey, Asajj, and Quinlan. An excellent example of this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan had a strong connection with his master, so when Darth Maul stabbed Qui-Gon in the stomach, Obi-Wan was filled with anger, frustration, and fear. When the laser gate opened, Obi-Wan immediately went on the attack. He rushed out and began fighting like he never had before. He knocked down Maul and cut his weapon in half. Earlier in the fight, he could not defeat Maul even with his master's help, but now he was powerful. Obi-Wan pushed Maul into a full retreat and continued his attack. Clearly, Obi-Wan is more powerful now, right? Wrong. Just seconds after his lightsaber sliced, Maul force pushes Obi-Wan down the giant hole in the middle of the room. Passion does not give power, it gives focus. You seem to get more done, but oftentimes you neglect small details that cost you just as much time to fix as you saved using your passion. Using the dark side is like looking through a telescope. Sure, you can see a lot more of a specific spot, but most of your surroundings are unseeable. If anything, the dark side is worse than the light side. Another problem with the dark side is teammates. The Darksiders are awful teammates. They're like the person who never passes or the teammate who only cares about themselves. For the Jedi, it is easy to work together because they have a common goal and a clear way to accomplish it. But all the Sith seek is their own personal power for themselves. The rule of two was designed to make up for this weakness. With only two Sith, there is less opportunity for infighting and internal politics. The rule of two era Sith also have a main goal: to destroy the Jedi and take over the galaxy. This one goal is brought about through just one leader, the Master. The Sith have one goal. There is one leader, and only one apprentice to challenge that Master. The dark side is not stronger, but it seems stronger. Many people believe that balance means equal light and equal dark. I am not one of them. First of all, we know from the Mortis arc that Anakin is the chosen one, but Anakin brings balance to the Force by destroying the Sith, not joining them. Some people say that Anakin brought balance to the Force when he destroyed all but 2 of the Jedi with Order 66, thus leaving 2 Sith and 2 Jedi. But first of all, Ithkoth, Kira Villa, Cal Kestis, Caleb Doom, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda all survived. That's 6 Jedi, and there's probably even more. Second of all, in The Rise of Skywalker, while the Jedi somehow maintained their individuality and consciousness after dying and becoming one with the cosmic force, without becoming Force ghosts, which doesn't make any sense. What was I saying? Alright. While the Jedi are telling Rey to rise, Anakin tells her to bring balance to the Force as he did. I don't think Anakin was telling Rey to just escape and let Palpatine live to make an equal number of Sith and Jedi in the galaxy. No. To bring balance to the Force, you must defeat the dark side. It wouldn't even make sense for balance to mean equal parts light and dark. You have 2 ends of a spectrum. You have the good side and the evil side. Why would it be better to be somewhat evil if you could be on the good side? Adding more evil to your life is not beneficial. But balance means you have to balance the 2 sides of the Force, right? Like a scale. Don't think of balance like 2 objects on a scale. It's more like a diet. A balanced diet has good carbs, proteins, vitamins, but no junk food. When you are told to have a balanced diet, you're not being told to eat half vegetables and half Doritos. In the same way, balance in the Force means the right amount of bravery, selflessness, compassion, humility, emotionless, and all the traits of the light side. A balanced diet does not include cookies. Those belong to the dark side. Cookies are the quick and easy path, but in the end they are not satisfying. Balance means healthy, and healthy means good. The light side is the path to balance. But what about the Mortis arc? During the Clone Wars, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka are called the Mortis. What I think Mortis is, I'll leave for a separate video, but basically on Mortis there are 3 beings. The son, who embodies the dark side, the daughter, who represents the light side, and the Father who maintains the balance. The Father wears gray robes and controls both his children. Clearly, this means he uses both the dark side and the light. But the Father is not selfish. He does not act out of emotion, and more importantly, he never uses a single dark side power. No lightning, no drain, he does nothing to indicate any dark side tendencies. In addition, his appearance is not consistent with dark side users. His eyes are not yellow, and they never are, which is what you would expect from someone who uses the dark side. While the Jedi are leaving in episode 16 of season 3, the Father tells the Son, "Vanity, however, is getting the better of you. You have done what is forbidden. You have chosen the dark side and allowed it to feed your anger and desire for power." The Father does not want his Son to use the dark side, and he does not use the dark side. He uses the light. The Father trapped the Son on Mortis. He does not want to. He loves the Son, but he cannot allow himself to act out of emotion, so he keeps him there anyway. The Father is not gray. He is light. Balance is not what so many people believe it to be. It's not equal sides light and dark. Balance means only the light and no dark. Why would it be good to be selfish, prideful, and emotional? It's not. Balance comes through selfless actions. Selfish actions lead to wealth and power, but the way of the Jedi leads to wisdom, purpose, satisfaction, and balance. So with that, thank you so much for listening to what I had to say about balance in the Force. Now it's your turn. If you enjoyed this video, lightly tap or click the like button. If you want to watch or listen to my other videos, subscribe to the channel. And of course, tell me in the comments, why am I completely wrong about how the Force works? What other info proves this theory right? And what is your favorite Star Wars book? May the Force be with you.